Good evening, friends, and happy Sunday to all of your sunshiny faces. I didn't know what day it was, guys, because I don't know, this weekend felt like it went by really fast. And yeah, so, but it was also weird too because Matthew didn't come home on Friday and Jack didn't have football practice on Friday because it's supposed to get really cold this weekend, and so the coaches were like, let's move it to one day where it's still going to be at least kind of warm out. So they had practice on Tuesdays and Thursday, or Tuesday and Thursday of this week. So I don't know, I just feel like the weekend never started and all of a sudden I was like, it's over. How'd that happen? It went by so quickly. But that would probably be why. But guys, I got to a couple little things today. I did dishes and I also edited one vlog because I edited one on Friday, but I didn't edit a second one. So I can upload both of those tomorrow and get myself back into my weekly routine of getting, you know, my editing and uploading and all that stuff done. I think I finished Tuesdays. So those, though, I think I have everything scheduled out through to either Monday or Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday of this week already, something like that. So even though I'm literally almost caught up, like editing wise, scheduling wise, they're a handful of days behind still. It's gonna take, like I said, maybe about a week to be caught up with them. As far as, like, you know, the prior day's vlog will be edited and uploaded by the next day, but I will have it published then for, like, let's just say, like, to yesterday's vlog. I would have spent today like editing and uploading it, and then it will be scheduled out for tomorrow, so Monday. So like technically Saturday's vlog will be up on Monday, and then, like I said, basically they're just like 2 days behind. That's how I've normally done it when I'm caught up. But I've been behind for a little bit of time. But guys, it will be so nice. Honestly, I think it will be insanely nice for one of the first times that I will be, like, hopefully stay caught up and I don't fall super far behind. Like, you know, if I fall, like, you know, a day or two behind, or I don't edit maybe over the weekend or something like that, I can always get caught back up, because that's normally just like 2 or 3 days, you know, that I can spend getting caught back up with what I need to. Normally, like, really just 2 days. So, you know, if I don't do anything on Saturday and Sunday, so that's not that huge of a deal, I can always, again, get caught back up. But normally, for a while, I will normally, like, be behind during the holidays, and it stinks because the holidays are a lot of the times when I love spending, like, especially times really, like, you know, I don't know, I just feel like when I'm behind with the vlogs, I don't always spend a whole ton of time, you know, just with a lot of, like, you know, timely things that I have to edit, because I'm obviously behind, and so I'm like, oh, let's just make a quick vlog for today or something, you know, where I don't have to maybe edit as much or something like that. And so, you know, I really like the holidays to really be able to kind of dive in and, you know, record a lot more, even if I wind up editing a lot of it, you know, but being caught up means that I have the time to be able to do that. So that's why I, you know, will be super excited if I'm all caught up over the holidays. It will be really awesome. So at the latest, which I don't even see this happening, would be Halloween. Everything would be totally caught up, scheduling and editing wise, as long as nothing, you know, happens in the foreseeable future and stuff like that. You know, but it was like not last Christmas, I think it was a Christmas right before that, I think. I believe I was caught up with everything, but that's when I got that horrible stomach bug and I could not get out of bed for like 3 days. Because yeah, it was horrible. And then it took me, and that was like just, I think maybe 1 week or maybe like 5 days before Christmas. And I remember on Christmas Eve, I was so upset because I so wanted Boston Market, which is weirdly normally our like Christmas tradition. Our Christmas Eve tradition is to get Boston Market if we don't wind up making stuff for, you know, Christmas Eve dinner. But, you know, a lot of times it's just sort of like, oh, we just want something sort of made and, you know, catered, I guess, sort of, even though it was normally just us. But, like, you know, with my grandma and sometimes like that, too, we would do it. And so it was just like an easy thing. It started one year, I don't remember when, sometime maybe when I was in high school, maybe middle school. And then it just sort of like, you know, we didn't do it maybe for a couple of years, and then it seemed like we just consistently did it, and it's kind of our thing. Like, it's weird, but it's kind of our thing that we do. And so again, there was one year where I made Boston Market homemade at home, but they're, you know, like, it's just one of, like, I don't know, just our traditions and stuff like that. And I totally forgot where I was actually going with that. Oh, I remember now. That was when I was still, like, my stomach didn't want food in it at all. Like, I would feel not like nauseous, but I felt like full. Like, I would eat just a tiny little bit of food because I literally hadn't been able to keep anything down for almost 3 days. And so, like, just eating like a little tiny bit of, like, I think I had a couple of things of macaroni and cheese. Like, maybe I finished just the macaroni and cheese. I had like a couple of noodles or something like that, and I just remember being like, I'm so angry, I can't eat. Like, I was so disappointed. And so yeah, it was not good. But I just remember that, like, that was then I ended up, I think I was even killing it with coupons too at that point in the year. And then that stomach bug, I think, just I think that's what it was. It just sort of kicked my butt, and I couldn't, like, after that get caught back up with anything. And then I've been behind, you know. I was pretty much caught up, and then I, like, would fall behind again, and then get caught back up, and then kind of fall behind again, and then I get caught back up, and, like, maybe editing wise I'd be caught up for a little bit of time, but then, like, the scheduling wasn't caught up yet. And so it was just, like I said, I wouldn't wind up getting, you know, caught up with things. But I will be totally honest with you guys, ever since pretty much was it the beginning of this year? Maybe just the end of last year? Or no, when was it? When did this planner start? I will be honest, guys, ever since I've been using this new planner that I got, no, it was from July. I got it, yeah, over the summer. And I think I started actually using it in July. Other than maybe it was the beginning of October, or no, maybe the end of September. There was a few weeks in there, like maybe about 3 weeks to about a month or something like that, where I think, yeah, it was pretty much most of September that I wasn't setting up my planner and stuff like that. But I will be honest, from pretty much July onward, ever since I did get this new planner, which I think I showed you guys, I have actually stayed on top of things as far as, like, you know, just normal household chores. On top of that too, like editing and uploading and stuff like that. And I told you guys too, I took that, it was like a six-week class maybe, like online college course sort of thing, like it was over the summer. And I don't know that I would have stayed on track with things had I not been using a planner. And then on top of that too, right now learning German, I have 10 days straight now. I just got my little Duolingo thingy came up and was like, congratulations, you've been doing it for 10 days straight. You know, I've been meeting my goal of, like, I think it's like 25 XP or something like that, which is basically just like I have to do pretty much like one lesson and maybe one like review, or like the I think it's review or like practice work, and I can meet that every day, which isn't that much. I have been doing that, like I said, every day now for 10 days, and I also don't know if I would be doing it, especially not over the weekends, if I wasn't using this planner. And I think I showed you guys too, I think I've showed you guys a couple times like how I sort of set up my planner and everything like that, but it actually doesn't have these vertical lines in it, or just blank sheets like this. You guys can see that, and then I just actually write in there like those little lines, and then I write in there, you know, what I have to do. So like I wrote Duolingo review, or what lesson if I'm going to do that. Also too, if I want to either like I might do that, or if I'm working on like just review, I might also do a YouTube video or something like that. So I'll sometimes write that stuff in for myself. But it's just good too because it helps hold me accountable, especially too because like yesterday I felt really overwhelmed. I think I did maybe a few too many lessons and learned way too many new words, and it was actually all phrases. I feel super overwhelmed by just a lot of it. And so today I was like, okay, I need to break it down. I'll probably wind up doing a review actually for the rest of this week, just like practice and stuff like that, or going back over that previous lesson and just doing like one section at a time, because I think I did too much. Because at first I started like hello and thank you and please and no and yes and like good morning, good afternoon, good night. I knew all of those already. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so easy. I was like, let's keep going. And I got into the next one. It was maybe a couple other phrases that like I'd heard, but I wasn't super like, you know, my mom has used a couple times, but I wasn't too totally, you know, like didn't know them well like by heart, you know, myself. And then it started turning into where I was like, I hadn't heard a half of these phrases. Some of them were the same thing. It just started getting very confusing to me. And so that was by like the third lesson. I was like, well, I'm almost finished. Why don't I just try and finish it all off? Because that way I can go back and actually do like the review over, you know, go over the lessons. You can, I think, do them 5 times or something like that. Like there's like sections in the lesson or whatever. I don't know. I think I've told you guys, I tried to explain this a couple times, but I was like, well, if I can just get through it, then I can go back over it. And again, I think I went through it a little too fast. I also don't know if you can do practice over the section that you haven't completely finished yet either. So that's why I was like, well, if I can completely finish it, then I can still go back and do like the practice too. So yeah, long story short, I was super overwhelmed yesterday by it. And today I was like, I just don't know. And I was like, okay, let's just take it easy. I was like, I wrote it out for myself, just do a review today. So that's actually something that I can officially check off my list for today, because I did that as well. So yeah, that was something that like I said, I got to today, but I was a little, you know, like if I didn't have it in my planner, I probably would have just been like, I'm too overwhelmed anyway, I'm not going to do it. So I need to take it a little bit slower probably this week and just do a lot of like, let's go over everything that we learned already and try and, you know, retain that information well. Because some of the stuff, again, from like the very first, I feel like I have that really well down. But again, a lot of this new stuff that I learned pretty much over, like, I'd say the last maybe 2 or 3 days now, is stuff that I'm like, okay, I really need to keep practicing with some of this. I need to actually get that set up as well for tomorrow, but I'm gonna go take a shower and get to bed. I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a gold thumbs up. If you guys are new, I'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.